Hey investors. Okay, so I'm gonna drop in here and do a bit of a video update while sitting in my car just thinking because I just got off the phone and I want to capture this moment and share this deal with you all because it is massive and it is the tipping point for Pick My Brain and it's really good. It's really good and I just wanted to share it with you guys first because it's November. I owe you an update and it's just so exciting and I can't quite say it publicly, but very soon I will be. So this is very behind the scenes knowledge for your guys' ears and I just want to celebrate with you all for a moment and let you know about this deal. So just moments ago, I got off the call with the head of our B2B sales, Carl Mark. He's Chief Revenue Officer, head of B2B sales. He's closing our B2B deals. We're in our strategic report. Our goal is to close 100 B2B sales in the next 3 years. We've recently shifted our attention to B2B because of the scalability of both reach and impact, and even more importantly, the matching of demand and supply. We don't have to go get demand and supply and then match them. We just drop our technology and our insights and our AI matchmaking tool and our events and experiences into a community, and they are able to, with that, unlock more conversations, connections, mentorship between their members. So since we've moved in that direction, we signed the first 4 small B2B marketplace deals, building marketplaces for groups between 100 and 500 who see the value of putting all their members on a marketplace that allow their members to exchange time. And we've been working our way up, and I've told you guys that we're dialed in and focused on paid associations and universities going forward, which is what Carl is steadfast on, and boy, is he crushing it. He's just such a win for Pick My Brain. I can't even, it's just been, I'm going to go on a little tangent. I've had like some key hires these last 3 months that have fundamentally changed the game, both for me and Pick My Brain. Carl, head of sales, Yev, our new CTO, that's allowing us to scale and build B2B white label system platforms and AI and machine learning overlaid onto our system, and hold the scalability that we are about to receive. And then Chrissy, customer support, in onboarding all of these B2B clients to make sure they're up and running and make sure that experience and they're getting value from the marketplace from day one, and that they have a dedicated success manager on their file in perpetuity. That's what we're including. Anyways, slight tangent, but I just want to give you guys I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, a 10-minute update on your investment. So anyways, really key hires, Carl being one of them. Carl's leading our direction, our B2B sales division, 100 B2B deals in 3 years. We have a list of the ones we want to go after. I'll tell you about another partnership too, but we've made that list and heads down. One of the deals that we've been working on that's happened actually very quickly and has such potential and such reach that today we just got confirmation that we are going to go forward. The funds have been found, the deal will be signed, the work will be starting, is with a company called Junior Achievement. And you guys might know it. It is one of the largest nonprofits in the entire world. It's been around for over 100 years. It's been nominated for 2 Nobel Peace Prizes. They have a reach of 10 million students, and what they do, their mission, is to bring entrepreneurship into the classroom. And they do that through a network of volunteers, teachers, and programming. And so essentially they come up with these unique programs. They find volunteers to learn the programs and then administer the programs in the classroom, and the teachers can draw on that resource. So we went in and we pitched this idea that I got as a result of being picked as one of the ed tech companies this year. Pick My Brain was picked as one of the top 200 ed tech companies. When I dove into ed tech, because they didn't really put us in that category, I came up with this idea that was like, what if there are 85 million teachers in the world? And I said, what if I could give all these teachers access to bring in absolutely anybody in the world into their classroom on demand? And in doing so, give every classroom and every teacher everywhere unlimited access to diversity, perspective, knowledge. What would that unlock? And that vision never left me. And I started to repeat it and started to think about the impacts of it. And I'm just so in love with that vision. It fundamentally changes education. It makes teachers' jobs easier. The diversity in every classroom in the world would change overnight. The understanding of what people do and how they think and empathy would be transferred. Just win, 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 and such a no-brainer. So got this idea, got a chance because of Karl Mark to meet Junior Achievement. He set me up with the CEO. I get to talk to Sheila, female-led CEO. That's important because our playbook going forward, women get this just so fast. Sit down with her. We have, I think, 45 minutes. In that 45-minute call, she's like, I like what you have to offer, Max. And Karl, why don't you guys come to Whistler and pitch my executive team? I'm bringing them together for a retreat on this weekend. We said, done. So that was the first time I got to go visit Karl in Whistler and spend 3 days jamming back and forth about our playbook, and then getting ready to pitch Junior Achievement, which went amazingly, besides the technical difficulties at the beginning, which were funny. But anyways, ultimately ended up pitching them 3 visions of what we could do with them using our marketplace and their network. And they ended up going with the pitch of what if we could offer every teacher in your network access to a Rolodex of speakers based on your volunteers that they could bring into the classroom. New programming, every remote school gets access to it. JA can own it. What do you think? And so anyways, they loved it. Immediately got prioritized, shifted up the list of priorities because we can probably scale their reach like 5, 10, 100x of what they're currently doing with this solution if we hit it at very little extra cost. So it is a high priority project, and it has so much impact, and they're so in love with it. They just love the idea of it. They're already asking for exclusivity. They're already scared that all their volunteers are just going to want to do this as opposed to the in-person programming. Some of the questions, but again, as an institution that has been around for hundreds of years and has such a high reputation, we're going to have to project manage this. And anyways, so we've signed a deal. We're going to start in Vancouver, 2 districts, and get our pilot and our systems under us and roll this out with the goal of expanding to all of the teachers in BC with their complete support. And they've got incredible communication channels with their volunteers and teachers and network and donors. It's a charity, so it's got so many donors. And we have plunked that we're like, we're going across, we want to take this across Canada when it works, across America when it works, and then global, so that your teachers can pull from the widest range directory Rolodex of speakers, and they come from JABC. So anyways, huge deal in terms of impact, in terms of innovation, in terms of reach, in terms of standardization, like through a company that's been around for 100 years. Are you kidding? Yes, please. We're already talking, the deal has already been signed for 3 years. It's about $150,000 a year contract just for BC. They immediately shifted their priorities of where their money was going to be spent to get this going. They've really enjoyed working with us. And again, the deal is scalable across Canada, America, and the world. But primarily all I care about is like this vision existing and making its way, because to me it is the future of education and it's so fun. So I just wanted to share that from my own energy, because I'm just vibrating. I'm just had to pull over and call Karl because the meeting was today to finalize it. And he has given me the go-ahead that I can share this with our investors, and I'll share it in a write-up below as well, all the terms, just so you can see that and the scalability. So that's huge. I told you about the key hires, and again, incubating and shifting to B2B, preparing for that, building relationships with B2B. We also have deals on the table. We're pitching the Chief next week. The Chief is a very big organization, 60,000 executive women within their reach, pitching them to build the world's largest woman mentor marketplace. McGill is on the table. We have an advisor who is an alumni at McGill who wants to write McGill a $150,000 check to build them a mentor marketplace. If they use Pick My Brain, they're basically like getting us in there right at the front. And we just signed a deal with a woman named Bridget Smith, who is changing the game for females and fundraiser. And it's a partnership deal that she wants to go after Google, Harvard, Yale, and the Chief, because she is a direct in exchange for a % of sales reoccurring if she maintains the relationship. And I love this deal because this woman is a power horse. So I think honestly, the women are really speaking right now. One of my focuses right now is to keep my eyes on women-led organizations because they get it so fast. They invest in communication and conversation and connection more than anybody. They know the value that is provided when you bring your people together and have deep and meaningful conversations. So that's just the tip of the iceberg, but I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes. Thank you. I'll just end by saying that we are fundraising right now. We're looking to close a $3 million round by December, before everyone goes on holidays. We have 2 leads who are interested, which is really exciting. One, which is a female fund as well, which is extra exciting. And we've raised 150 from angels just recently and are going to put together an SPV for our community, because we've got a lot of interest from our community to buy in. We're going to probably do that after we sign a lead. That's our goal right now. So if you have any connections to funds in Vancouver or that are female-led or would invest in Future of Work or Future of Education or a platform that has just signed a deal with the largest nonprofit, and basically really writes us in, is going to allow us to scale even just with that one deal, let alone the other 30 that we have in our pipeline that I'd be happy to tell you about. It's a great time to come in. Last thing I'll say, everyone on this call came in at Pick My Brain at different valuations. Our first valuation was 3 million, then it was 5 million, then it was 8 million, and now we have signed our newest angel investors on at 15 million. So depending on where you came in, your investment has either just about doubled or 5x'd. And I know that doesn't mean anything until we sell, but I just am so confident in this platform hitting very fast. It's going to happen very fast, and we're at that stage where we can handle B2B growth. We have the right team to handle B2B growth. Before it was just me and I wasn't enough. And so I was just like hustling B2C. But this B2B brings in such predictable revenue, predictable scale, and quality and assurance right from the get-go. And like I said, matches demand and supply. And so it's just such a fundamental pivot, and again, allows us to strategically partner with certain groups that like junior achievement that allow us to have that new game type innovation, new category type innovation on the market. So if you have any questions or anything, as always, I'm still figuring out how I want to do these updates. If you ever feel like I'm being a stranger, please just book a session with me, get in my calendar, hop on Pick My Brain. There will be more investment through the platform starting in the new year. It's been like hot cold because we've been really head down on B2B and just building up our team again. Call to action. Leave a comment if you've watched this. Let me know what you think. I'm so excited for you guys to be on this ride with us. Number 2, if you want to jump in on the SPV, you want to write another check before we take off, let me know. We're raising right now. If you have anyone to introduce us who might want to invest in a fast-growing female-led company that is unlocking unbelievable amounts of connections and commerce and will probably 10 to 100 to 1,000x this year, let me know. And last but not least, grateful. We're also hosting a community event tomorrow. If you guys want to come, we bring together every month our whole community, just meet and greet. If you want to jump in, feel free. If not, all good. Thank you again for, your original capital to get this off the ground. It takes years to build and construct a software as a service company that is scalable globally, but we're getting there. And like I said, we've really got a target on these B2B, and I can't wait to call and leave you a video every time we sign a next deal. I've got a few other that are waiting, so expect that soon. Okay, way over now. Happy Halloween, and I will see you guys soon.